Capital cities aren't usually the first thing that comes to your mind when you think about sustainability. But luckily, some cities like Oslo have started to put sustainability as a top priority. Oslo was the European Green Capital in 2019, mainly because of the ambitious climate budget that accounts for our carbon emission in the same way as we account for the finances. And we have pledged to become carbon neutral by 2030. Oslo is one of the fastest growing capital cities in Europe, and tourism arrivals to Oslo has nearly doubled in the last 10 years. It can be quite complex to address the environmental burden from the economic tourism activities, but Oslo is doing that quite effectively. The city centre of Oslo has had a major facelift over the last decade, and the new development has had sustainability as a main priority. Oslo has got a really well-developed transportation system with trams, buses, boats, all of which are mostly electric. Oslo is also a bike-friendly city with more than 200 kilometers of bicycle paths. So in Oslo, it's not just one big sustainability initiative, but it's the sum of all the big and small initiatives by the different actors that's all working towards the same goal of making Oslo a sustainable destination.
So the concept of Kok is floating saunas. So we use electric engines on the boats. They're also completely quiet, so they don't then bother the marine life so much. We want to inspire people to spend more money on experiences and less money on things. It's about being with nature, in nature, although it is in the city.
The latest addition to the Oslo cultural scene, the new National Museum, is the largest art museum in the Nordic countries. When we built the building, it's built under Future Built's criteria. So they've been using recycled cement and recycled steel, and the building is both warmed up and cooled down by seawater.
It should be easy to make sustainable choices when traveling to Oslo. The vast majority of the hotels here, they have a third-party certification in sustainability.
At this hotel, we have the concept of Grow Hub, where we grow food here at the hotel that goes straight through the kitchens and is being served to the guests. Green roofs are important in many ways. A green roof will retain rainwater, and it will also reduce the energy use of the building. But it's also very important to support biodiversity in the city.
We go from Big Day, as we are located now, and then we paddle out to the islands, many of the islands in the Oslo fjord. Customers just love to have the experience of helping out in Oslo. I think the last 10 years we've been more and more conscious about that we love the nature and we want to take care of it. So for every customer that comes out on my tours, there's less plastic after my tours, and that's just great, isn't it?
Sustainable tourism development is about minimizing the environmental negative impacts, but also maximizing the positive impacts on the destination. Because a good place to live in is also a good place to visit.